Graph an absolute value equation. So absolute value, we want to remember when we see those absolute value bars that we're going to have a V-shaped graph. Could open up or it could open down. And where your two sides come together and meet is called the vertex. And so what we want to do is look at our equation to figure out where the vertex will be. If no shifting is happening, that vertex is at the origin, but maybe we're shifting horizontally or vertically. So the horizontal shift, that's shifting side to side, which is shifting your x values. Let's look inside here with the x and see what's going on. Now we see that it says x plus 3, and maybe we would say, hey, let's shift to the right because it's a plus 3, but we want to remember the x is tricky. So it's our tricky x. We're always going to shift in the opposite direction from how it looks. So instead of shifting to the right 3, we're going to shift to the left 3 spots. Our vertical shift, much more straightforward. Any numbers off on the end here are for your vertical shift. Since it's a -2 and the vertical shift is straightforward, that just tells us we are going to be going down 2 spots. So from the origin, we can plot our vertex. We're going to go to the left 3 and down 2. There is our vertex. Now to get the two sides of our V-shaped graph, we want to think about the idea of slope. Now in front of the absolute value bars, you want to look for a number. We see that there's a -2. We're going to use that as a slope. And we want to put -2 over 1. Now we have a rise over a run. So from our vertex, let's do a -2 over 1. So down 2 to the right 1. Down 2 to the right 1. Here we have the right side of our V. Now to get the left side of our V, we're just going to do the opposite of that. And by opposite I mean we're still going to go down 2, but now we're going to go to the left 1. Down 2 to the left 1. And this gives us the left side of our V. So with absolute value graphs, make sure your graph is a V-shaped. That's the most common mistake, because we just forget that it has to be a V-shaped graph and we end up with a straight line. So there you go.